say thank you all for being here. I recognize many of you from coming to these conferences for years or decades, and I'm also very happy to see some brand new people that are here for the first time. I'm here representing the Board of Directors. I'm new chair to the Board of Directors, but old to the ACLU, and my roots are in chapter activism, so this is where I feel I belong. The board is comprised of at-large members who are elected by you, the members, and also by a representative from each of the Monterey chapter. I can't name them all. There are something like 18 chapters. Each have a representative to the ACLU Board of Directors. And the role of the board is really the oversight of the organization, to make sure that the finances are in order, to oversee the program, and also to set and revise ACLU policy when needed. It's a very interesting role, and if you ever get a chance to serve on the board or as a chapter representative, please consider it. Also, talk to your chapter reps, talk to your board members, because we want to hear from all of you, not just today or this weekend or once a year, but throughout the year. My roots in ACLU go back to the Proposition 6 campaign in 1978, when I was looking for what LGBT, which wasn't a word then, gay and lesbian organization was going to oppose this awful initiative that was going to ban gay school teachers and everyone that supported them. And that's when I found it was the ACLU. Not one of them was gay. The ACLU was there for an issue that not one of the actual volunteers was personally invested in. They were invested in the issue. They were fired up about the injustice. And that's exactly what we talked about yesterday. The breadth of issues covered by the ACLU is astounding. Just looking at the program of this conference, we dealt with LGBT rights. We dealt with racial justice, reproductive justice, privacy, free speech, immigration, police practices, criminal justice, youth courts and restorative justice. There is hardly any aspect of justice that the ACLU does not address. We were fired up yesterday by the speakers, especially by Jakata Imani. I can't even begin to fire you up the way he already did. But I am here to tell you that the ACLU, as this weekend and throughout the year, fires us up, educates us so we have a depth of understanding of the issues and the tools to work in our communities to make the change that we see. And this reminds me of a quote from Langston Hughes that I come back to often in my ACLU work. America, the land that never was and yet must be. So to all of you, I say thank you, because we're not going to just let it be. We're going to make it the land that must be, that we see it can be. So, given the breadth of issues that the ACLU deals with, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the legislative director for the ACLU throughout the state, all 3 ACLU affiliates, Francisco Labaco. He's been the legislative director for over 20 years, and he is the one that monitors with his staff all of the bills that are introduced in the legislature that have to do with civil liberties. So you can see from the scope of issues that the ACLU is concerned about, he has a big job. And I have known and respected Francisco for most of those 20 years, and I'm very happy to welcome Francisco Labaco.